All right, y'all. We got our guest coming on. Listen, we were privileged to be introduced to our guest through one of the friends of the show, like a brother fan, MrJayWashington. Winston found out who it was and had a realization moment earlier today and was like, "Oh shit!" Like he really had a realization moment. Like I told him from the beginning who it was. So I'm gonna let you have the fan out moment. You go ahead, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Grammy-nominated group Nappy Roots, Be Stille is in the building. What's up, man? How is you doing?
What's happening with you, man?
Hey, brother.
What's good, fellas? How y'all doing?
That's what's up, man.
Hey,
We're doing
can't
great.
Complain, man. Can't complain at all, brother. Glad to see you. Glad you were able to join us. I mean,
that's a fly ass hat, by the way. I just gotta go ahead and throw that out there, man. Like you came to stun on him real quick. I see.
Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you.
Hey, man. Well, first of all, thank you so much for coming to the show. We really, really appreciate you. The biggest thing that, like for me, the minute Jake was like, "Oh yeah, that's my boy from back in the day," and all this kind of stuff, that I started freaking out, man. I remember being in like middle school, high school, when like All Nah and Po Folks came out and whatnot, and like I'm a Texas boy, man. So like that, the minute he said, I was like, let's go. So I gotta ask, man, because like early 2000s, that's that big crunk movement. That's when like Southern rap was taking over, everything like that. Like as a creative, as a fellow creative, like what is it like being in like the heart of like a genre defining wave that became y'all's sound and ATL's sound and Houston's sound that really took off at that particular moment?
Oh man, that's a great question, bro. I would just say, to me, it's like you don't really know because you're inside of it, so it's kind of hard to, you know what I'm saying, to take a step back and kind of appreciate like starting a whole genre, starting a whole movement. So it's just not until recently that we kind of sit back and be like, damn, you know, before anybody even started hollering any country shit, you know, for real, Nappy Roots was the pioneers to bring it to the forefront, you know. But it's kind of like a roller coaster, man. It's kind of like, you know, you enjoy it while you're riding in it, but you don't see the ups, the downs, the people from outside of the roller coaster, see where you're going, see all of that. And you just living and enjoying the moment, man. You don't really get to take it all in, you know what I mean? So, but it was great. And shout out to Texas, man. Texas really held us down too, coming up in the beginning. So
it was
great memories.
Dude, the only thing that I really regret is that I haven't gotten to see y'all in concert, and a lot of that's just from the fact that my parents were like, "I mean, your ass ain't going to no rap show. I ain't seen too many people getting shot. You ain't going. You can listen to music. You ain't going." I was like, "Come on, man! Like Nappy Roots, like ain't nothing gonna happen. These brothers are talented. They out here winning Grammys. Like, come on now." So, but that's the one thing I regret is I've not had the chance to see you in concert, man.
Definitely. You know, we've been blessed, man. That nothing, you know, nothing like too dangerous has happened at the shows. There's been some fights, you know what I mean? We've seen some people get, you know, like All Nah will come on and, you know, somebody might get elbowed in the face and pop back up, you know, and turn back up, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, it's just everybody just having fun and kicking it.
Absolutely.
You know, Nappy Roots always kind of brings the fun out and you know, leave the problems and the violence at home. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of that's how we perform, man. That's how we show up every city.
Let me tell you something. I'm from Chicago, so our hip hop is on its own thing as well. But I remember also when hell no, we was out here hitting the streets with it hard. And like again, you in the shine, you got all this other thing again. The 2000 when you guys came out, this is when hip hop started, like you say, take that Southern turn. And everybody listens to it, but you got all the Chicago rappers like, what you listening to? I'm like, something better than what you gave me at the gas station, nigga. Like, that's what I'm listening to. Like, nigga, what you gave me at the gas station, nigga, I believe that at the house. This is dope on the radio. I have to ask, you've been in the game so long. What do you think of the current state of hip hop?
You know, everybody in my era, you know, we always say, you know, when we get asked this question nowadays, everybody's like, you know, the politically correct answer. Yeah, I love the way hip hop is going. You know, the young brothers is definitely out here making their money, and I love the fact that the guys is kind of capitalizing, and the girls, even the chicks, is really killing it out here in this game too. So I love the diversity as far as like, it's a lot of people that's out here making noise and making money. But kind of looking back and going back to when we was coming up, man, it was tough, bro. Like, you know, we had to, you had to be really good. You see what I'm saying? And so I think that music as a whole, you know what I'm saying? I think the creativity kind of took a step back a little bit. You know what I mean? Because people have their, not to say that you can't find it, but you know, it's just kind of like the internet made it easy for anybody to kind of just put their stuff out. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
And sometimes the wackest shit blows up because it's so whack. So I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, man.
I don't. It's not a lot of weight when it comes to music these days. Like I do want to do something to where I kind of I'm gonna do some reviews on some lyrics, man, on some people. So I like what you guys are doing, but you know, with me, I mean, being from the South and you know, having some hardcore hip hop influences from the East Coast.
Right.
And even like some real gangster influences from the West, and then some Southern influences, you know, kind of Kentucky where I'm from is just a mixture of all of that. So we're really heavy when it comes to lyricism. We love the beats, you know, so we love riding the beats like the Southern artists. And then, you know, we do spit some real life gangster shit too as well. You know, Nappy Roots has a way of kind of painting it in a good light as well. But
of course,
feel me, we still spit some real life shit. So and we got that kind of from the West Coast. So, you know, I think like with me, I'm a lyricist. And even when back in the days, you know what I'm saying, on our second album, when the Source magazine was still giving out hip hop quotables, you know what I'm saying? They gave me one of the verses I did on our second album called Work in Progress. That was the song.
Wow.
So when they was not giving out too many hip hop quotables for artists in the South, especially, you know, I was surprised to have gotten one, man, for that album, man. So, you know, I keep that frame down in my basement. You know what I mean? So it's a big accomplishment for me being a lyricist and
absolutely
and getting that hip hop quotable award from the Source magazine. That was
yes,
huge.
indeed.
Hey, well, I got to ask you to kind of piggyback off of that, man. I mean, obviously, being from the South, there's a lot of country influence. And one of the biggest things that's been happening over the course of the last few years, obviously, we know Black people, any good genre of music Black people invented at some point, someone decided to try and take it from us. Like, if we're just being honest about that. But it's cool to see people like, Mickey Guyton, Kane Brown, Jimmy Allen, and even Nelly is like getting into country now and all that kind of stuff. Are there any artists that are in kind of the country genre that you would like to work with at all in the future? Because like even your song we're going to talk about in a minute has a lot, even more country influence than before.
Man, if you ask me, I mean, you know, all the Black country artists, man, I love to collab with y'all. So if y'all see this, you know, and y'all are, you know, African American and y'all, you know, love country music and hip hop as well, I would love to collab with y'all. But to me personally, I want to get like I was thinking of it today too, man. I want to get Toby Keith on the song, just doing it, just a hook, you know what I mean? And I think that would be pretty big. So if anybody can link that up, you know what I'm saying? We in Nashville all the time, so I love to do a record with Toby Keith.
All right, man. Well, we want to play a little bit of your song, man. Cowboy Hat, you sent us some of it over, so we want the folks to know what you're working with right now. So let's go ahead and play that right now.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Woo. Ha. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Stille. Look here. You don't mess with a man's hat or his truck unless you like the sting of a double-light buck. Belt buckle what I hold when I strut in my cowboy boots, keep my paint legs tucked. When my daddy put me in his hat, he gave me good luck. Caught lightning in a jar, now I got them all struck. And my gal love my cowboy hat, she can't get enough. Only time she ever make me take it off is when we kiss. Your cats can't do it like this. Double as a wallet, hold a little dough like Chris. Throw my hat inside the booth and made a whole lot of hits. Even wrote a song about it when something like this. I done been around the world in my cowboy hat. I met a lot of people in my cowboy hat. Sold out shows in my cowboy.
That's all we giving y'all of that. That's all we giving y'all of that.
Woo.
We ain't giving. That's all we giving y'all. We only giving y'all that little bit right there, man. Yo, that I ain't gonna lie. It started playing. I was in my crib. I'm like, all right, let's go, man. Hey, I dig it. And again,
It's dope, man.
It's amazing again when you're in this sphere, and again, having done radio back in Chicago, you watch the different genres and styles, the people who live there. Again, you're a black dude in the cowboy hat. Some people are like, what? But you're like, yo, you don't know where you're from. You don't get it. And so it all comes off dope, bro. It comes off hella raw for me.
Thank you, Phil. I appreciate that. So this song, man, it really means a lot to me because a lot of people don't know, you know, Nappy Roots, we came out, we actually got signed in 1998, and our first album came out in 2002. So even back then, when I was just kind of talking about like just reinventing the whole country hip hop genre, you know, I was wearing a cowboy hat back then. You get what I'm saying? Right. Like when it was baggy clothes, everybody got on the jewels, everybody got the oversized fitted hats and you know, long white tees and throwback jerseys.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then
I think we both just got mad because we know we both wore shit like that. Both of us,
bro.
Like, yep,
bro. When I tell you the pro club, like at the time I was small as hell, but I had on like a 4X tee. I had my afro pick sticking out the back of my head and whatnot with some Air Forces. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So in the middle of that era, you know, I was out here rocking this cowboy hat, man, and I always wanted to do a song because it's special to me, man. It's funny because I walk out the house, man, and you know, I don't wear this all the time. To me, it's just kind of like, you know what I mean, my Superman Clark Kent. You know, I'll put the hat on, you know what I mean, Buffalo Stille is in the building. But then, you know, if I want to go to Walmart, Target or something, you know what I mean, I just throw a little hat on and a jogging suit. And it's funny because I could slide through public like that and not be really recognized unless you really, really know me, you know, as a person on a personal level. But then as soon as I put this cowboy hat on, bro, this is just like, that's bro, that's dude, that's bro from Nappy Roots. So I just had to make a song, man. I mean, I've thrown my hat in the crowd and you know, I tried to throw it to some ladies one time and this dude came out of nowhere and grabbed it. and he was really trying to snatch it, man. I literally I had a microphone in my hand and you know what I'm saying, my first reaction, man, was to punch him, man. So I punched him and he let go of the hat and the girl, you know, some girl grabbed it. But that's what I'm saying. Like I had to write a song about my hat because it's been just so special to me, and it's been instrumental in my career, man. So I had to give it its own shine. So check out that song, Cowboy Hat.
Absolutely. On Apple Music, I know for a fact. Is it on all the platforms, Spotify and everything as well?
Yeah, I believe so. But we're ready to do a big campaign, man, to start pushing that. So you know, it's on SoundCloud as well.
Awesome. So you already heard it, neighborhood. You know what the deal is. And before we get out of here, we want to talk about the other thing that you've really been working very closely with, the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, man. So I know that back in 2017, you went back to school, and in 2019, you actually graduated from Louisville, man. First of all, congratulations on that. That's absolutely
that's big ups, bro. Big up. Pat yourself on the back, yes, sir,
dude. What inspired you to go back to college, especially like you said, because didn't the group form while y'all were in college together, and then you decided to go back now as like a grown ass man? Like, what inspired you to do that,
bro? So going back, like you said, you know, we all hooked up in college at Western Kentucky University, and I went to school in 97. Well, I'm dating myself. I graduated. And,
all good, man. Jay's older than you. It's fine. It's fine.
No doubt. So back in the day, I went to Western, and then 1 year later, we got signed to Atlantic Records. And so, like, for those few years, we were recording, and it was getting harder and harder to go to class. Because it's like, you know, we're in studio till 6, 7 in the morning, and then you got an 8 o'clock class, and you know, it's tough. Yeah, the teachers don't understand, and you know what I mean. It's not like they're gonna give you a pass because you're trying to work on an album. You know what I mean? So I ended up just kind of putting it on pause, and I told my mother, I said I'm gonna go and put this college on pause and go and try this music thing. You know what I'm saying? And she made me promise her to always keep in mind to go back to school at some point, you know what I'm saying, to get my degree. And so 15 years later, platinum albums later, Grammy nods later, touring the world later, I said, you know what, now, you know what I'm saying, I've kind of like, I've got my stride and it's time to, you know, go back and get my degree. So I went online, I took online classes, bro, while we was on tour. So I'm still, you know, we still on tour. I'm hustling to get papers in on my phone.
Wow.
Right before showtime, you see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But I ended up graduating with almost like a 3.9. It was like a 3.85.
Let's go.
Yeah, organizational leadership, basically CEO school, man. And it was amazing, bro. They gave me Student of the Year in 2019 for the major. And I ended up getting in a book. So I'm a published author. And all of that led to getting at this book release. I ended up meeting some people and they were like, well, we're trying to start this scholarship program. Your story's perfect. You know, you went back to school, you understand the importance of education. And I felt like, you know, always through school that trade school or getting some type of trade is always important, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if I didn't go to Western or these major universities, you know, because I always saw people graduating and then there'll be servers at Applebee's or something. You know what I'm saying? So I always was like, you know what? You know, I'm gonna tell my kid, get a trade. Anybody that's trying to go to school, to college, I mean, I'm telling them it's cool to network and maybe join a fraternity. All that stuff is cool. But at the end of the day, you still need a skill that you can fall back on. So I ended up linking up with these people, Work Ready KY, and they're giving out scholarships, man. It's a whole program in the state of Kentucky. Free money for things like nursing, business, IT, construction, manufacturing, like welding, like real hardcore American jobs that you can go out here and get you $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year, make you some bread, save it, stack it, start your own company, whatever the case might be, but at least get your money. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what's important. So you can go to workreadyky.com. And you see my picture out there, man, and we'll hook you up.
They got you. They got it all over there, man. You are the face of it, and I'm absolutely loving it. I mean, I know just some of the research I was doing that you've got. There's over 350 course options for the scholarship. That you have everything from Kentucky Community Technical College System, Campbellsville University, Galen College of Nursing, MedQuest, Northern Kentucky U, Western Kentucky U, Eastern Kentucky U. You know, Sullivan, Cumberland, so many schools that are participating in this, man, and they really are giving out so much money.
Yeah.
You know,
even the big universities, UK is involved, Western is involved, and U of L has got a program as well. And the Kentucky Lottery just donated $27 million to this scholarship fund. So it's a lot of bread. And I mean, if you're looking, and it's funny because I have, not saying funny, but I just love the stories, man, because I'm so invested, man. Like, I met this family at one of my concerts in Kentucky. This girl and her mother came up to me and she was just like, man, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't afford college. I saw your commercial and it just saved me. You know what I'm saying? I put my daughter in it. She's learning nursing. This is her first semester. She got the scholarship. And the girl was so happy, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't have to pay this money back.
Right.
So it's just a good thing, man, to just see the real change happening in our community. You see what I'm saying?
That's what we need. I think I can speak for Jay with this, and I know he had another question as well, but I think I can speak for Jay that's one of the things we talk about a lot on the show is it's like, how do we have a lasting impact on our community, on our people? You know what I mean? And so to know that you're partnering up with a group that is not trying to, you know, take advantage of folks with these loans, because that's a massive thing that we're talking about right now in politics is that people will get these college loans and then be saddled with debt for their life.
Yeah.
The fact that you found a program that is actively trying to make people's lives better, no strings attached, is just a beautiful thing, brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. I mean, you know, shout out to KCTCS, the Kentucky Lottery. They've always been giving back to education for years. So I don't know if it's like that in you guys' states, but people are paying into the lottery, and that money needs to go somewhere constructive. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And before we let you get out of here, I'm asking you this last question. So, of course, with the Work Ready program, again, the music and everything, and also the clothing line, we didn't get a chance to talk about Birdline brand, which is officially licensed by the U of Louisville. What are other ways you plan on diversifying the reach of Be Still, man? Like, you're out of here. Buffalo Steel is on so many levels. What else is in the future for you, brother?
Man, I'm glad you asked. I'm starting a nonprofit. My nonprofit is called KIMID, the Kentucky Institute for Music Industry Development. Wow. We're going to kind of teach the ropes, you know what I'm saying? Let the curtain back and unveil all the secrets in the game, put people on, let them know as far as like how to build their team, who they need around them, you know, to make the thing work like they need to, how to perform, how to get your image together, how to brand and market yourself, you know, how to write songs, produce, all of the things that you need to learn in this industry. We're going to kind of put it into one. And I got a hell of a team. And we're going to start in the summer. It's going to be real big. So be on the lookout for that. KIMID, K-I-M-I-D, Kentucky Institute for Music Industry Development.
Absolutely.
And
amazing. And there's one more.
Nappy Roots actually are officially brewers right now. So we have one of the first black-owned breweries in the city of Atlanta, Georgia. This is one of our first beers. It's called Kentucky Mud. If you can see it, it's got the
it's a chocolate milk stout. I want that. I need that. I need that.
And this beer, this is a chocolate milk stout. The brewery's called Atlantucky, and you know it's downtown Atlanta. Y'all can come see us, 170 Northside Drive. We make great beer. We actually out there brewing. So come through and holler at us, man. It's beautiful. It's black. It's a mixed crowd, but the fact that you can see, you know, black women and young black men and just young entrepreneurs, you know, immigrants and, you know, white folks, everybody coming in and enjoying this drink right here that God put on this earth. So I love it, man, because that's how our concerts look. And for many years, we would go into breweries and it didn't look like that. And so I'm glad our brewery looks like that right now. We're kind of starting a new trend and a new wave for us to get involved in craft beer.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting. Damn, nigga!
Just had to go ahead and give you your props. You out here doing it. Well, yo, Be Still, Kentucky Mud. Obviously, we mentioned you just mentioned Work Ready KY. And Cowboy Hat, y'all. You heard all of it from Be Still. So,
yes.
Buffalo, is there any? Where can they find you, man? Where can they follow you? On what platforms and all that stuff?
Yo, come to my Instagram. My reels is exciting and funny. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm working out. You know, I'm losing weight. I'm transitioning. I'm in the gym every day. I'm trying to motivate people that way. Every Thursday, I do this thing called Gap Chat. On this platform, so I'm promoting that on my page. The links is in the bio. Buffalo Stille, BUFFALO STILLE. And like I said, on my platform, we just talk about, you know, how to just advance through the game. So some of our past Gap Chats were about branding and marketing. Some of our past Gap Chats was about just kind of starting and where to start at. Some of our Gap Chats was about financial education, and then this week is about taxes. So, you know, I got a tax expert telling you how to just finagle through the game and get the most out of your taxes this year. So we do that every Thursday from 7 to 8. And you can check the link on my page.
Absolutely incredible, man. So Be Still, once again, thank you so much for joining us, man. Cowboy Hat, y'all. We'll be a Cowboy Hat, we had Kentucky Mud, and Work Ready KY. Don't miss any of that. Thank you so much, man. We have to have you back again soon, brother. Much love to you.
Yes, indeed, bro.
Keep it napping.
Absolutely.
All day, baby. All day.
Blerds in the Hood every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. All full episodes exclusively available on Twitch for the month of February. www.twitch.tv/BLERDS, the letter NTHEHOOD. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.